Welcome back to Religion in the News. In the last segment, we were discussing Mission Day, and now we're here to talk about an upcoming art gallery, an exhibit on homelessness. Let's welcome to the show Mel Jolliffe of the Indiana Interchurch Center and Michelle Gunter of the Indianapolis Art Center. Welcome to Religion in the News.
Thank you.
This is exciting. This is something different. An art gallery and an art exhibit. Let's talk about the art gallery first and what it is and what it's about. We're going to find out how this fits in with the centennial celebrations.
We opened the art gallery at the Interchurch Center a little over a year ago, and with the purpose in mind of honoring our legacy in the ecumenical movement and to provide a space where people from all cultures and faiths could interact in a positive way through art and education. And we've had a number of significant exhibits already. This one ties in very well with one of our core values, which is connecting with folks who live in the margins of our community.
Interesting. How has the response been since the gallery is open? I understand you've opened just a little over a year ago or so.
We've had a number of people through. I'm not sure exactly how many. The exhibit that's there presently is a collection of photographs by Dr. Mark Peskovitz, who was a Jewish physician traveling in the Middle East and doing humanitarian work all throughout the Middle East. So we've had a tremendous response to that exhibit as well as the other ones that have preceded this one.
Excellent, excellent. Yeah. Now, Michelle, you're a part of the Indianapolis Art Center.
Yes.
And why don't you talk to us about the actual exhibit that's going to take place here for the centennial celebration?
Sure. Well, the exhibit is called Beyond Perceptions, and this program is one that started back in 2004 when a volunteer of then the Lighthouse Center came to the Art Center and wanted to do a program that would raise awareness about homelessness and using art as a tool to do that. We created a small pilot program that year, and from there it's really grown into what it is now, which is a multi-phase program that involves high school students from around Indianapolis.
Wow, now that's very unique.
Yeah. They create, the goal is to create artwork based on the students' perception of homelessness. So they create an initial piece based on whatever they think of when they hear that word. And then the really wonderful part is that they get to meet men and women who have actually experienced homelessness themselves. The men and women join us from the Wheeler Mission Ministries and now programs of the Homeless Initiative program as well. And they are very brave. They share their stories with us. They talk about where they've come from, and they sort of help break down some of the stereotypes that are commonly held about homelessness. We see that it has no one single face. It touches all aspects of our society. And so the students join them in a day of discussion that's held at the Art Center, and then they go back and they create a second piece of artwork. And so the exhibit is a collection of all of that artwork that is produced.
Wow, that's interesting, and I'm sure there's quite a difference between the before and the after shots.
We do. And actually the goal of the program is not so much to have all of the students have exactly the same response in the end. We want them to express what homelessness means to them and what they've learned through the project. But we do see that in the second piece, you see a lot more of the humanity involved in the subject and a lot more of the thought that goes into that second piece.
Now, Michelle, I'm going to put you on the spot here for a minute. We have a flyer, actually. I'm going to go ahead and put this flyer up. And I want you to kind of maybe walk us through what we're actually looking at with this particular flyer. I know it's
Sure.
Quite an interesting piece there.
You're seeing the front and the back of our exhibition postcard. And so the image there was created by a student from Lawrence North High School, which is one of the three high schools that's participating this year. We choose new high schools to participate each year. And this student talked about the different expressions or emotions that are involved in what he thought of a homeless situation. So you see a woman shouting and maybe expressing fear or anguish, and that was his first piece.
That's exciting. Now, Mel, how does art fit in with the overall vision and theme of what the Church Federation is doing in regards to the centennial celebrations?
Well, First of all, we're so indebted to the Church Federation because the Interchurch Center was really born out of a concern that they had and a vision that they had for bringing churches together in Indianapolis. And so I feel like everything that we do and that happens in our building is tied back into that vision that the Church Federation had years ago. We're also using art to teach, to some extent at least. It's a pleasure to see, but it also instructs at our gallery. And we're hoping to have our building speak for itself and to share the values that have been there since the very beginning.
Excellent. That's exciting. Well, we only have a few minutes left here, actually a few seconds. Why don't you tell us where the gallery is and the hours of operation?
The Interchurch Center is on the corner of Michigan and 42nd. We are open weekdays from 8 to 5 and by appointment. Ordinarily, we are open on the weekends, but not regular hours. So the best time is Monday through Friday, 8 to 5.
Okay, Monday through Friday, 8 to 5. Mel Jolliffe, Michelle Gunner, appreciate you being our guest this morning on Religion in the News and look forward to the centennial celebrations, seeing you here in the near future. All right, we'll be right back. Stay tuned. Well, that's it for this edition of Religion in the News. Thanks for joining us. You can share your upcoming event on our calendar by sending it to us at least 2 weeks in advance to the Wish TV address on the screen, or email your event and prayer requests to us at religion@wishtv.com. You can also check us out on Facebook under Religion in the News. Check out our guest information and calendar events this week by visiting wishtv.com, click on Community, and then on Religion in the News. Also visit the Church Federation of Greater Indianapolis' website at indyfaith.org. Here's our calendar. Have a great week.